Welcome to today's online session. Today we are going to start our new chapter, Human Capital Formation in India. This is another challenge of India, as India having a huge human resource. I think the second largest populated country in the world, and we are growing in numbers and numbers. So in this chapter we are going to study the concept of human resource, human capital formation and human development. Next, how the link in investment in human capital leads to economic growth as well as human development. Next, what is the need for the government to spend on education and health as the two main resources, or you can say a way to create human capital. And what is the present state of a scenario of India's educational attainment, how far India is able to achieve the target of education and in health sector. Because right now we are in the crisis of pandemic. In this crisis of pandemic, human capital formation is a big need, because along with the education as well as the health sector, we can attain human capital formation, which can help us in economic development as well as to cover up such crisis. So we will study this chapter along these lines. So first one is, we will understand what is meant by human resource, what is human capital, and how this human capital is generated, and how this human capital helps in human development or development of an economy. Like we have natural resources provided by the nature, same way we have man-made resources like the infrastructure, the machines, the tools. Then is the human resource, human beings as it is, the population. This population can be an asset, this population can be a liability. Because this, if a person is educated, skilled, if a person is healthy, then that person is an asset. If a person is uneducated, unskilled, unhealthy, is not able to do his work, he is an liability for an economy. So for the economic growth, we need educated, skilled person, healthy person. So population is a human resource which is provided to us. It is up to us whether to make it an asset or liability. When we convert this human resource into an asset with the investment on education and health, it turns into human capital. When we turn this human resource by investing on two major parts, that is education and health, it turns into human capital. And the development of human resource through education and health is called human capital formation. So human capital formation is increase in the quantity and increase in the quality of human beings, which helps in the development, this development of human resource by improving their quality helps in the growth and development of an economy. As I told you earlier, educated, skilled, healthy person is able to generate more income and generate more in the economic development. Because human capital, you can say, is defined as a knowledge, ability, skill of and physical capacity. Physical capacity means if the person is healthy, he can work physically also. So of a people which help them to produce more. So the process of improvement in human capital, this process of development is known as human capital formation. So during the process of human capital formation, the number of skilled, educated and experienced persons increases which adds to the economic development of an economy. So population become human capital when we make investment on education and health, because like we invest in physical capital, we get return, better output. Same way, investment on humans also generate results, also bring better results. The development of human resource means improving its quality, which lead to the growth and development. So stock of skill and knowledge adds to the productive knowledge of humans. We always came to know about two words, human capital and human development. Most of us, as a, you can say, common man, these are the two similar words, human capital as well as human development. It looks like ये दोनों words same हैं. There's no much difference in that. But there is a difference. And this difference is quite, you have to understand in this way कि human capital जो है that is benefited, कि उसमें benefit as a means कि वो जो human है as a means उसमें education and health के ऊपर उसके ऊपर investment की जाती है ताकि labor productivity increase की जा सके. So humans are act as a means, they are not ends. उनकी डेवलपमेंट नहीं, उनके ऊपर खर्चा किया जाता है, इन्वेस्टमेंट की जाती है ताकि दे आर एबल टू जनरेट बेटर प्रोडक्टिविटी. इट्स अ नैरो कॉन्सेप्ट. ह्यूमन बींग्स मीन्स दे आर better off, higher productive. Investment is done so they can achieve better results, they can produce better, they can work in a better manner. But human development is development of education, health as well as clean environment. These are the integral needs of humans well-being. ये ह्यूमंस के लिए एक रिक्वायरमेंट है और ये तभी हो सकता है व्हेन ह्यूमंस हैव द एबिलिटी टू रीड, राइट, एबल टू अप्लाई दिस नॉलेज. दे आर नॉट आर ओनली एजुकेटेड एंड हेल्दी, बट दे आर एबल टू अप्लाई दिस नॉलेज to derive maximum benefits from the environment, from the society, and leads a long and healthy life. So they are not the means, they are considered as the ends. Ends because the investment in education and health are considered good, but they are good if they contribute to human welfare. If they don't contribute to human welfare, they do not lead to a better environment. कि after investing on education and health, still they are not able to achieve the required result. Educated भी है person, healthy भी है, but वो required result नहीं कर पा रहा, human welfare नहीं create कर पा रहा. He is not becoming an asset, he is not helping others, he is not creating to the reward to himself as well as to family as well as the society as well as the environment. Then that is not a human development. It's not. So human capital, may humans are considered as a means, only investment is done to achieve productivity. But human development is a broader concept. You have to education, you are educated, skilled, technically skilled, you are healthy, you are more productive, as well as achieve your desired results, and you get that environment and achieve maximum benefit for yourself as well as for the society. So irrespective to their contribution to the society, if they are not able to achieve human welfare, then that is not human development. So this is a narrow concept, this is a broader concept. So these two are very, very important points, that how we are going to achieve the human capital formation. Like in India, we have a huge human resource. We are the second largest populated country in the world. We can convert this human resource into human capital because we have to invest in these two sectors. And along this investment, by creating human capital formation, we have to look for the development of our economy, as well as now we have to achieve this human development, because along with education and health, they need to achieve the human welfare, the maximum benefit for themselves as well as for the society, because they are the ends. If they will not cover up themselves, if they will not achieve the desired result by investing in these areas, still not able to get what the result an economy or a country needs, then we will not able to convert this asset, this resource into an asset. Like during the time of pandemic, we need good doctors as well as need we good educators. Without these, it cannot be generated. Right now, if in these today's world, if health care workers are very, very important, same way, another worker is working online daily, that is the educators. So they both are working to convert this resource into human capital. They are saving them and they are creating them. So both of these are needed for the development of human resource. So this development of human resource will turn them into assets, create human capital formation, and this human capital formation will lead to growth and development of the economy. And with that achieving desired result, we will have human development, better standard of living, better skilled workers, better persons, those who are thought about environment, creating a better environment, using the environment in a better way, and making our lives sustainable. So this is the introduction of this chapter. Tomorrow we will study about difference in human capital as well as physical capital, and how the human resource by spending on education and health we can convert into human resource.